What's up, scholars? We're going to try something new. We're doing something called FlipGrid. So I would like to show you what that looks like. Our first one here is just you introducing yourself. It's got some instructions, and then importantly there are 5 things I want you to share during your video. Now I've set this up, if I did it correctly, you should have just 2 minutes to record your video. So I want to show you what that looks like just getting started, some of the features of FlipGrid, and then once you get into FlipGrid you'll get to see what I actually produced. So let me show you that here. So there are 5 things. Again, I'll let you read those on your own time. I'll show you how you can access those when you're actually recording your response. So when you click record your response, this window will pop up, your webcam will turn on, and you'll see yourself. That's one of the really nice things about FlipGrid, is that I get a chance to look at you and hear your voice. And one of the beautiful things is I've got it set up so that, at least for right now, your classmates won't be able to see what you post. So it'll just be between you and me. Now, there's a bunch of stuff here. The first one, and this is really important, when I ask you to do a FlipGrid, what I'm going to ask you to do is to click this button here. It'll tell you the instructions. So in Space Science, it has the little blurb I had, and then all of the things that I want you to include. So it's really helpful to have this pulled up while you're recording your video. So in a moment, but not yet, I'm going to click this button and it'll start recording. My understanding is you can leave this up while you do that. You can also leave yourself little notes if you want to remember to say X, Y, and Z, or maybe you even want to answer them in this little note. You are, of course, welcome to do that. I got that by just clicking on this little sticky note. In addition to that, there are some things that you may enjoy that I'm just going to show you, and I'll let you play around with as you see fit. So in the options category, you can do a few things here, like, for example, flip your video, which is kind of fun. You can also ask it to record your screen, do a few things. For the most part, you're not going to do much with the options. What you can do, that folks I think will be excited about, is you can add filters. So let's see what we've got here. If you want, you can make yourself very colorful, or you can, for example, add a frame. So maybe you want to be in a unicorn land, or this land here with this sloth. You're, of course, welcome to do that. And then there's all kinds of other things in here. So for example, if you'd like, you can put some information up. Wow, that's still got my sloth. How do I take that off? Frame. We're going to disable the sloth. Okay. So for example, and we may do this later on, you may type or write in this little set of paper here so that you can add to your answer. You can add photos, text, draw, emojis, all kinds of good things. And then the important part, you can see up at the top, yes, you do have exactly 2 minutes and 2 minutes only to record. So watch what happens when we do that. Let me turn off, I don't need the board. Perfect. So I'm going to click record and begin to answer the first couple of questions, and then I will let you take it from there. So show topic so I can see it. Okay. I'm going to click record. Hello. First and last name. My name is Adam Hibschman. I said it slowly so you can pronounce Hibschman. One thing I did over break that I enjoyed was I watched the newest season of my favorite show. It's called Letterkenny. It's Canadian hillbillies, basically. One thing that I enjoy about virtual learning is to see the creativity of some of my students and how they work through even the hardest situations. One thing I don't enjoy about virtual learning is I do not enjoy not getting to see you all. There are some of you I've still never seen your face, and I'd love to see you guys. I also miss joking around and having really good conversations in class, outside of class time, or in the building outside of class time. So in the hallways, or as you're walking in and out of class. I really miss that. The last question says, rate your level of knowledge about Earth's climate and climate change between 1 and 5. I would say I would rate myself at a 4 or a 4.5. Maybe a 5 would be like a climate scientist. I know quite a bit about climate. I'm explaining, I'll explain now. I know quite a bit about climate change because over the last few years I've actually taught the physics of climate change to some of my students at a previous school. So I feel like I know a decent amount about at least the physics of climate change, and I've also dabbled into learning more about like the political and like socioeconomic consequences of global climate change. So I would rate myself pretty highly on that scale. Okay, so you can see I finished my video. There are 23 seconds left, so if I wanted to, I could continue to record. And yeah, so I'd be done there. The next thing you're going to do is click the next button. And
hello.
At this point, I'm going to
first and last name. My name is.
I'm going to pause this. So if you need to make any edits to your video, you're certainly welcome to do that. I'm going to encourage you very strongly for this first one not to do that. Maybe just re-record it if you had some issues, or you can go back and add some more. Next, you will display your name. So we want you to put your full name in there. If you want to give this a fun title, you can. You can also add a picture to your video. Here you have me looking very intelligent. And then you just click submit. It'll upload your video and you're done. That's it. So thank you guys for taking a look at this quick video on how to use FlipGrid. I am so excited to hear everyone's responses about FlipGrid. Thanks so much, scholars.